Welcome, everyone. I want to tell you about Glen George, a lifetime environmentalist and poet. This is a story that starts in Wales. Glen grew up near Neath, suffered a bout of scarlet fever when he was just a child, and it ended up changing the whole direction of his life. He spent his recovery years as a farmhand, literally regaining his strength by working with the land. Imagine that. Years spent outside, feeling every season. No wonder he got so attached to nature. Glen makes his big move out of Neath at 21. After lots of oceanic adventures, he lands up in Australia. Wales is green but contained. Australia, it's wild, vast, and demanding. For Glen, it opened up new ways of thinking, especially about the environment. In his poems, he talks about sailing and the need to harness wind power to propel the yacht through the waves. It literally put him in touch with renewable energy, feeling the elements at work. That awareness took root in his career. Glen spent 40 years championing solar, manufacturing sun-powered water heaters, working on photovoltaics, even running for parliament with the Greens. This is a man who doesn't just talk the talk. He converted an old MG car to electric and drove it around Australia. Then to have an environmental trophy named after him, the Glen George Trophy. That is true legacy-making stuff, and just so Australian and so Welsh. Glen refers to his book, Poems by a Welsh Australian, as a sort of lyrical timeline of his entire life. It's all there, nostalgia for his Welsh roots, and the pride of being a true blue Aussie, and that constant undercurrent of green activism running through every stanza. His poetry is just brilliantly layered. There's always that ache for home, but also this kind of gentle insistence that we need to take better care of the planet. His poetry can be both personal reflection and a call to action. Glen wears both hats, and for me, there are echoes of R.S. Thomas or possibly Dylan, using poems as both memory and protest. I think Glen's work asks us to remember cultural identity, that longing for place, and our duty to the earth are never really separate things, and that's what makes it so powerful. His poetry feels like an invitation to treasure what's precious, and to take some action, however small. I reckon that's the universal echo linking him to other eco-poets, but Glen keeps it really beautifully personal. It's a message we definitely need now, isn't it? Glen George, his journey, his activism, his poetry, he ties it all together. His poetry collection, Poems by a Welsh Australian, is available direct from lulu.com.